right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. You're out. 50. Plant. Here we go. Hut.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the bootleg. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second and 10 now. Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Jennings has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Yep. Motion. Check. Shift. Ready.
From the gun, Love. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. L.J. Collier in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Lockett. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 49. Check 49. Got it. Let's get off the field, D. Point that. Check. They got 4 down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Terry, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They keep it with Penny on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Double count right here, double count. Go.
On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Go! He's not going to get me. Ready, go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Touch 50, touch 50. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. On 1st and 10. Love. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
To throw again. Love. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. 76 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long, it's Wilson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Looking to throw. Love. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 Pittsburgh.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Right back to him on first down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Terry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Terry. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first down. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner script.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Check 56. Rip left, rip left. Check 3.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.